I get into voiceover? Before you ask, I'm back. Hi, everybody, it's Andy, and this is episode 2 of Before You Ask. How do I get into voiceover, right? Last week we talked about the things you need in here. Ability to do hard work, reliability, passion. Well, you need talent, too. But those things with talent can help you move forward. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you're lazy, you can forget it. So, today we're moving on to equipment, and I want to hear something. First, I want to test something out. There's lawn work going on, and the furnace is on, and I have no filters on. And I'm in my booth. And maybe you can hear it. But I don't want to take that chance, so I'm going to engage something called the CVOX, which is a piece of software that I got from my audio interface. Here we go. Hear that? Even in the booth, you're going to hear stuff like that. Now I think it's gone. We'll find out. Okay, so back to the video. I'm going to make this quick today. I'm going to do it less than 10 minutes. You need just a few things to get started in the audiobook voiceover world. You need a space. I have this wonderful booth, this Bear Cave silent booth. I did a quick review on it. I'm going to do a longer review on it down the road here at 6 months or so, which I'm getting to in January. And a closet will do. I used a closet for a decade. Did a lot of books in that closet, probably 300 books. Small, 30 by 30 inches. This is 4 by 6, 4 across and 6 wide, and I can put my hands out and touch nothing. But it took a long time for me to afford this. And to afford it practically, meaning I'm not buying it for fun, hoping I can do it. I spent the money that I already had made to buy it. I don't owe any money on this. This is paid for. Paid for the day I bought it. You need a space. A closet will do. You got to treat it, or if it has clothes in there, you got to hope it sounds good. But there are ways to do that. Once you get your thing set up, you can get with George the Tech Whittam or Dan Leonard. They'll analyze your sound and tell you if it's good or bad, or what you can do to help make it better. Then, once you get your place set up, you need a computer. You may already have one, or you might want something without a fan in that room. No fans. My setup is monitor, my iPad from which I read, a Bluetooth keyboard and trackpad that I have right in front of me, and a little table. And I have a chair that I never use, but I sit stuff on it. My computer is right behind this wall on a desk, and I have cables that run through down below and up and around and all that. It's not that hard to set up. It's just you need cables, cable management. So, a computer that can run and take care of the business you need it to do. You can get a used one. I like my iMac. I started with a PC. You can go to a store, probably there's refurbished and used Macs, MacBooks, MacBook Air. The Mac Mini is a pretty cool one. I get a monitor and a Mini, and I think you're good to go. Those Minis are very cool, and in fact, when my iMac goes the way of the dinosaur down the road, I will probably get the Mini. I will. There's no problem. I'm going to get a Mini and a whole new monitor setup out there, a bigger monitor. Even though I have the big iMac, it's cool. So, computer. Then you need an audio interface. I use something called an Apollo Twin MK2. This is the second one I've owned. It is made by Universal Audio. Some people love them. Some people hate them because of their customer service. I like them. It's my second one in all these years, and I've had that one for about 2 or 3 years. It cost $1,100, very expensive. Yet I don't need to spend that much. I like it because I really fell in love with the first one. It did me good until I probably prematurely replaced it. You can get that thing used for maybe half the price. But if you want something brand new, there's the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 seems to be very popular. There are some others, but that's only $200. And then there's something called the Audio Sigma Pod Mobile, which I'll get to in a minute. You need a microphone. The microphone with an XLR cable will plug into your audio interface. Your audio interface will plug into your computer, and your analog sound will be transformed into digital glory on your digital audio workstation, which is the next piece. So here's your chain. Computer is the core. Audio interface takes the mic sound through an XLR cable, there are varying lengths, to your interface. The interface then translates that into digital, throws it into your computer digital audio workstation. There are many out there. I use Twisted Wave and Studio One Artist. Don't ask why. It's how I do it. Everybody has their own thing. Twisted Wave by itself, though, is fine and could work just fine. You can get that for $100, or you can try something called Audacity for free, I believe. That tends to work for people. I liked using it at the start. When I started, I had a PC, so I used something from Sony. I forget what it was called, and it worked okay. And then I switched to Audacity, and then I switched to a Mac, the iMac, and then I started using Twisted Wave for years. And, of course, over time, my process has gotten better. And I could do a whole video on my audiobook process and how I can pump out, basically 1 to 2 hours a day every day, depending on my schedule from my real job. But if I have a day off, like today, I just finished a 2-hour book today that I already started, but I could do easily 2 hours a day, easily. And I can pump out a 6-hour audio book in 3 or 4 days if I have the time, including edit and proofing, all that good stuff. I can get it all done because I've been doing it for a long time, so I have a system that works for me. So that's what you need. Am I going to get into brands and stuff? Not too much. You need a microphone that's a condenser mic that uses phantom power, pulled from the core of the earth through quantum strings. Phantom power. Your interface will power your microphone. Could you use a USB mic? Yeah, you could. How's it going to sound? I don't use them. Probably not bad, though. It's a choice you have to make. How much are you willing to invest? You have to have a computer. You don't have to have an audio interface unless you're not going to use one of these. If you're going to use like the Mini K87 or the MK4 I have over here, or a shotgun mic like this, which is the 416, the Sennheiser, you need that 3-prong. That's XLR. So you need a mic. Gotta have a mic. So if you want to try with USB to start, that's fine. How will it sound? I don't know. Depends on your computer, maybe. So once you get all that stuff, then find a coach. That's what you need. A coach. The computer equipment is to help you sound good, because you don't want to, get with your coach and do some kind of audition or whatever they have you do for whatever genre of voiceover. Like I told you, there's a million. Hi, I'm gonna do this on. Here we go. Hey, what would you like? They sound like crap. That's not going to help them. It's not going to help you. So you want to sound good. That's why you need the space. Because say you're really good, say after a few months of rehearsing and coaching, and you're ready to try and stick your foot in the waters of whatever, you want to be ready to sound good. Because when that time comes, and you're not ready, well, you basically shit the bed. Because you have to be ready to go when you're ready to go, or else you're not ready to go. Simple, right? Sounds stupid, but it's true. If you're going to get into this, you need to be ready to get into this. You can't submit a crappy demo, or better yet, go to a studio and get a great demo done, then come home, market yourself, get a gig, and then not replicate the sound. That's the end of it. And you don't get a lot of first chances to make those first impressions. So my demos were all made at home. None of them were made in studio. I made them home. My promo demo, which is now nominated for a SOAS Award this year for Best Promo, was made in a closet in our rental during our reno that I set up with foam and stuff. It cost me maybe $150 to get everything I needed, blankets and foam pieces and stuff to set it up without making it permanent, not damaging the walls and stuff. So it can be done. It can be done, but you have to be able to replicate that sound. Can I make that sound from this booth? Better, for sure. I know I can. And I did it with the 416 because it's promo. Which you can check out on my website if you want. So yeah, there's ways to do it, but you've got to be ready. You've got to be ready. So in today's episode, and I'm moving fast because I don't want to spend tons of time on it. I just want you to be ready to get what you need. You need a space. Got to have a space, right? Get a space you can work with. Get a computer, laptop, something that will do what you need and will sit properly and quietly. No fans. You need an audio interface. I have the Apollo. There's others. I mentioned it. You need a microphone. The LDC, the large diaphragm condenser types are good. Shotguns are okay. There's all kinds out there, but you don't have to spend more than $500. This was $439. The MK4 was $299. I bought the shock mount on Amazon for $30. The Sennheiser's expensive. You don't need that. If you want a shotgun mic, get a $200 Synco D2. It's fine. But I would stick with something like this. When it comes to the, what do you call them? USB mics? I don't know. You need a program called a digital audio workstation. I recommend Twisted Wave, and I recommend Studio One. Twisted Wave's easy to start with, though. And then if you want to try Audacity, that's fine. You need some cables, the XLR cables to hook everything up. And you need to be looking for coaching. And that will be in our next episode. We'll all drop names of people with whom I've coached that can help you get better. It ain't cheap. Nothing's cheap. But the old line from the Full Monty, where you got to speculate to accumulate, right? It's true. You got to spend money to make money. But this is just a little primer on what you need. I'm not giving you recommendations on what to go buy. Do more research. Computers, digital audio workstations, or DAWs, microphones. And I said the interface, right? So don't go expensive. Go cheap. Oh, and here's what I want to talk about real quick. Studio in a box. I have a 3-foot XLR cable. I have a small stand. I have the Synco in here, shotgun mic. And I have this wonderful piece of technology. This is the Mic Hero DSP 289. This could serve as your interface. Take this on the road with a MacBook, an old MacBook. It works great. So you can do it. I'll put the link up for Audio Sigma. I recommend it. Fernando Edpiris, if I'm pronouncing his last name right. He's great. And the device is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. You'll love it if you get it. It's very easy to use, very simple. It can work on your phone. You can record stuff on your iPhone or your iPad, and it'll sound like you're in a studio. This thing has noise cancellation. It's amazing. Just look it up. Look at the link. So that's it. I have nothing more for you today other than space, computer, audio interface, microphone, program. Get all that stuff set up with the necessary cables and wires and whatever, XLR, and see how you sound. Take a sample. And I'm going to turn off this noise canceling effect I hear. It's the C-Suite. See if you can hear this machine still. Maybe you can. I don't know. Low sounds like that, trucks and lawnmowers and blowers and stuff like that, unless you have a super duper treated room like built into your home, you might not hear it. In a booth like this, whether it's this or a Studio Bricks or Whisper Room, that's going to get through. That's why I got this program, because sometimes the furnace comes on. I could cut the furnace off, but I wanted to test it. You know what? You don't hear it, and you don't tell the difference. So right now the CVOX is not engaged, and the furnace just came on. The trifecta of hell. Now I turned it back on. I'll have to listen to it when I do the video. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Again, I wish you luck. I'm always here. Leave comments. Subscribe, please. Like and share. If you know anybody, I'm here to help. I'm not the expert of all experts, but I kind of know what I'm doing, and I'm happy to give advice, help people try to get started on a journey that is not easy. It's hard work, and there's no guarantees. But it's fun, and I love doing it. So, take care. God bless. Have a great weekend. It's Friday for me, and we'll have another video in a week. Thanks.